Hi all again, welcome to my new little vlog. Right, so I finished the inside of the waistcoat. Pockets are finished now. The canvas is all in. The edge tape, my kind of edge tape I do, is all in. I've hand stitched with a herringbone stitch. I call it a cross stitch all the way around. And there we have that. I've made up the facings and the linings now. And I do a very traditional way of the lining. I put a pleat across here. It's a very old traditional way. I'm not sure whether tailors do that anymore. I think the old way was a vertical pleat, I think. Anyway, so I've done this traditional way. Sometimes we'll actually just put a seam. They'll seam it like exactly like the princess seam there. I don't like that way. So I'll give a little pleat. So it'll give it a bit more movement, so it won't be tight inside. So what I'm going to do now, I'm going to, what we call the width of the foot. It's 1/2 centimetre. So I'm going to place this. I'm not going to bore you me sewing it, but you'll see what I do. So I'm going to, I kind of will base this down usually, because we base this down because what we do here, I've left extra here on this facing, extra here, and what happens, you need to put ease in. Where this rolls over here, that will be finished like that. Where the top button is to the bottom here, you need to have ease. This cannot be tight at all. And so we need to put ease in where usually between the buttons at the top and the bottom, we put some ease in, and that ensures it will not be tight. So I'm going to base this in now, and then as I come down here, I'm going to put some ease in as I based it in on the edge here. As I come, not too much, don't go mad, because you won't be able to shrink out. You just have to put enough ease that it won't be tight. And so that's what I'm going to do here. You're right. I finished off the fronts now. All the linings are inside now. You can see. Put my lovely little pleat, just in case you don't want that to be tight inside. And I've put a little bit of ease. Do you remember I was telling you about a bit of ease? Here, can you see? There's a little bit of ease there. We have to put between the buttons here. And that ensures, see, that's totally, it's not tight at all there, and that's why you should always put ease inside here on the facing. So it's all done now. My pockets are in now. All lovely jettings are in, and everything's done now. So the next stage is I've got to do the other side here. So I'm going to just base that edge down. That'll be rolled over, and you need to, because you cannot have any ease in here at all. It's got to be nice and flat, but you have to have the ease in this lapel line rolling over. So I roll it over and base that in place a couple of times. Then I'll stick, and then as I go up on this, what we call the break line, I'll bring that up. You can see, and I'll base that in place. That ensures you've got enough fabric to roll over. Like here, you can see I've done it here. You've got enough fabric to roll over here. And that's basted in the crease line here. I actually brought that up and I basted it in and rolled this 2 rows, and I put it to the wrong side and I brought it to the right side, and I basted it to make sure you got enough ease on this side, but there's no ease on there at all, and that's the way the lapel roll line will go over nicely. So the last thing to do now is I'm going to make the back lining, and I'm going to stitch them all together, and that'll be all done. So I will see you on my next little vlog, everyone. Ciao for now.